Today, we are going to be looking at the addition and subtraction of like terms. Addition and subtraction of like terms. The first thing you want to understand right here is, what are like terms? Like terms are terms with same variables and powers. Same variables and powers. In our previous class, we explained what variables are. Basically, variables are the letters that you use in your terms, expression, or equations. Take, for example, this is 4x. These are the letters x. This is 7y. The letter is a. So those are the variables. Variables y, n, d, q, x. These are the variables. Now, what are powers? In this video, I will not be talking much about powers. We are going to be dealing with power in another class. But at least just for you to have an idea of what power is, I would take some time quickly to give you some hints on what this is. So if you say power, it's pretty much like when you have something like this, x squared. Like I said, I don't want to go into powers so much in this class, so that way you don't miss the fundamental concept we are trying to pass down to you in this class. If I say x squared, that means I've been able to raise this x to this power. That means I'm going to multiply this x twice. So this 2 right here is the power or the exponent. Okay? If I have y cubed or y raised to the power of 3, this 3 is the power. If I have 8 raised to the power of 2, 2 here is the power. If I have q raised to the power of 3, 3 here is the power. If I have x, I did not put anything on top. That tells me that it has an invisible 1 right there. It means x raised to the power of 1. 1 is the power right there, which is what we want to look at. So that means if you have 2 letters which are the same variable, they are the same letter, and they have the same power, they're going to be like terms. So for the sake of this class, we are going to be looking at letters with 1 as their power. But as we know, you do not need to write 1 because we will make it invisible. So I do not need to write 1 right here. We will make it invisible. Okay? So like terms are terms with same variables. That means they both have the same variable, the same letter, x, and the same power. This is raised to power 1. This is raised to power 1. This is raised to power 1. 7a, 4a, a is raised to power 1. So that is what we are going to be dealing with in this class. Like I said, we're going to be having another video on powers where you'll be able to understand fully what powers are. But for the sake of this class, we want to look at how to add and subtract like terms. Now, this is 4x plus 2x. How do I know they are like terms? They have the same letter, x. Okay? That means it's like terms. They are like terms. And also the power is 1. There is an invisible 1 right here, right? So now how do you add this? If you say 4x simply means you're having 4 x's. Take note, it means you're having 4 x's. Like you have 1x, another x, another x, another x. This is 2x. You have 2 x's, 1x, another x. So now you want to add 4x and 2x. That means you want to add 4 x's and 2 x's. So in that case, what do you think that's going to be? It's going to be, this is 1x, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that means if I had 4x and 2x, it's going to give me 6x's, 6x's, right? So that means 4x plus 2x will give me 6x. Okay, I hope you understand this fundamental concept. I'm trying to make it so easy for you guys so you can easily grab it. 4x means 4x's, 2x means 2x's. If you add them up together, it gives you 6x's altogether, which is 6x. So we can use the same approach right here. These are also like terms because this is a and this is a. They have the same, these 7a and 4a have the same variables. Also, they have the same power. So take note, in all these examples we have right here, they have the same power, which is 1. So now 7a plus 4a, that means you have 7 a's and 4 a's. How many a's do you have all together? You will have 11 a's. That's your answer is 11a. What about this? Y plus 9y. Take note, we had also established before that when you have something like this, y, it means there is an invisible 1 right here. So that means you're having 1y plus 9y. That is going to give you a total of 10y. So you say 10y. Okay, let us take a look at subtraction. 9n minus 7n. 9n minus 7n. You have 9 n's here, and then you are taking out 7 n's. How many n's are going to remain? It's going to be 2 n's. That means your answer will be 2n. I hope you guys are getting this concept. This is 8d minus 3d. That means you want to take out 3d's out of 8d. How many d are you going to have left? That is going to be 5d. 5d. I would encourage you to pause this video and try to solve or try to simplify the last two problem set, number 6 and 7. Go ahead and try that out. All right, I believe you have tried that. Let's see if you're able to get the right answer. Number 6 says 20q minus q. 20q minus q, and we know that if you write just a q right here, there is an invisible 1 right here, which is 1q, right? So that means if you do 20q minus 1q, you're going to be left with 19q. That means my final answer is 19q. Okay, what about this? 7x plus 12x. Remember again, these are like terms, x, and the power also is 1 because x is x to the power 1, like I explained right here. So everything we have right here, they are like terms. So if you add 7x and 12x together, you would have a total of 19x. Very good, guys. I hope you all understand this concept. All right, guys, take a look at this video very well. Ensure you understand it before you move to the next video. All right, see you in the next class.